Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hoovy186 back at you with another video. I just bought some Chinese food, and cause I just got home from work and I can't sleep for shit. So, I might as well just I stayed up, played a little bit of MLB 12 the show. I'm kind of pissed off 'cause I lost 3-1 over something fucking stupid. I guess I um accidentally pressed the combination to have my runner who was at third run home. It was just a completely by accident, and obviously he got picked off, and I lost the game. So that kind of pissed me off. But anyway, I'm up. I ain't got shit to do. I'm off today, only day off. So I might as well just talk about this while it's hot. So yesterday, yesterday was a very bad day for Nintendo fanboys, man. The Nintendros were in full damage control. They're scattering around and making videos, writing comments. Cause they knew with all the shit talking they were doing about how powerful the Wii U was going to be, how it was going to change gaming, and all the Nintendo fanboy spiel that you guys have known over the years, and then this article comes out from some anonymous developer about how it's not even that much powerful. It doesn't even reach the graphical levels of the PS3 and 360. So that's the article. Now I'm just going to address it, and plus I'll probably talk about the Wii U, my thoughts on the Wii U as well. I wanted to save it for E3, but I might as well talk about it now. Now, first thing first, this video is not about making fun of the fanboys. It's not. It really not. This is more about Nintendo. And before I get to that, the thing that I think a lot of Nintendo fanboys say as a defense is like the main defense is that oh, this guy is anonymous, so he's probably just lying and whatnot. Now here's the thing. I'm not going to say that it's true because the guy's anonymous, but at the end of the day, what does he have to gain? I just stepped on something. What does the guy have to gain by saying this if it wasn't true in some capacity? What does he have to gain? And the defense is, oh well, you have people from Epic, you have people from THQ saying otherwise, and they have their names on behind their statements, so they're right and the anonymous guy is wrong. Well, you have to remember, all developers do that. When a new console comes out, you always hear the same thing over and over again. Oh, this technology is so awesome. Oh, look at what you can do. It really opens up new opportunities for us in gaming. They do that to everything. Everything. They do that with the Move. They do that with Kinect. They do that with the Wii. They do that with the 3DS, the Vita. It doesn't matter. Developers do that all the time. All the time. There's nothing different about what's going on with the Wii U right now. There isn't. I mean, it's the same. It's the cycle of a new console. That's the cycle of the media. With the Wii U, that's what's been going on for every console since forever. Well, at least ever since gaming has gotten big and shit like that. It's always been this way, man. So I mean, to see these guys get all bent out of shape over nothing is not surprising, but it is still kind of sad. But but again, just because the guy is anonymous doesn't necessarily mean that he's lying. You know what I mean? He's obviously trying to protect himself, so he doesn't get fired, or anything like that. So I mean, again, he could be full of shit, or he could be telling the truth. But I wouldn't necessarily dismiss it because he said something that's negative towards the console. That's perceived to be negative towards the console, as opposed to everyone else who says the opposite or says something at least close to it, at least with the Darksiders developer, or I think it was a developer or somebody else, but who making the Darksiders 2 game. he said something along that line that is on, at least is on par with the 360 and the PS3. So again, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying he's telling the truth. All I'm saying is that I wouldn't necessarily dismiss what he said just because he wouldn't put his name on it. There's tons. I guarantee you, they all, like IGN, and GameSpot and all these other fucking gaming website and shit like that. They always get tips from quote anonymous sources. It's even about the littlest shit. It's not that big of a deal, people. It's not that big of a deal. Now another thing I did hear, and is that the guy who originally posted the article may be doing it just for hits and shit like that. And that I can understand to a degree because whether it's the gaming media, the sports media, or political media, whatever you want to call it, news media in general, it's always about the headline. It's always about the controversial, topic and shit like that. So I can understand how some people would say that it's it could be fabricated. I can understand that because that's how the news media is now. It's always about the eye-catching headline to get ad clicks and all that other bullshit. So that I can understand. But but again, at the end of the day, just take it for what it is, fanboys, man. It's just a rumor. It's just a rumor. Nobody knows what the fuck this thing is true potential is. Nobody. Not even Nintendo. No one knows the full potential of this device yet. It's not out yet. And I'm just saying we have to just take it as a rumor. Don't get so acid over it. Now, as far as my opinion of the Wii U, now granted, I remember watching it at E3 last year, and I'm not gonna lie, when I first saw it, well, first of all, I think that, personally, the more time went on, the worse I think that I assessed that press conference for Nintendo, because you show off a console that's not even going to be coming out for over a year and a half. You don't even show the system. You just show the controller. You show the controller. You show all these games that are going to be on it, games that are going to be available on every other console. You know what I mean? Like it like the press conference to me, in my opinion, was just filler for not offering anything past Skyward Sword that year. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all it was. It was just filler. That's all it was to me. And then obviously when you don't show everyone, what the fuck the system is going to look like, of course people are going to speculate. Of course people are going to say that. You know what I mean? And then again, I some of these stuff that I've heard are rumors. So what I'm going to say, that my apparent worries about the Wii U is all based off of rumors and stuff like that. So here we go. Now, as far as the Wii U itself and about the tablet controller, I know a lot of Nintendo fans are like, oh, well, the tablet controller, that's going to make it the definitive version. You guys have to realize, this because it's new doesn't necessarily mean it's good. Now, again, I see the potential of the controller for certain games. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for games like Call of Duty, Arkham City, and stuff like that, where fanboys are saying, well, now you don't have to have the HUD in the screen. You have to, it's going to be on your controller. Well, newsflash, Nintendo fanboys. I don't look down when I play a game. When I play a game, I'm looking at the TV. I don't look at the controller ever. Ever. And I am not, I repeat, I am not going to raise my hand and point my controller at the TV just to see some other bullshit. I'm not doing that. And I don't think a lot of people are willing to do that. You know what I mean? I don't think a lot of people want to. It may sound bad, but it's true. It's true. A lot of people are not going to do that. At least I'm not going to do it. I can't speak for everyone else, but I'm not going to do it. And about the tablet itself, the reason why tablets are popular is because you could take it around with you. It's like having a laptop without the wires and all the other extra bullshit that you don't need. The portability of the tablet is what makes it popular. And apparently, from what I've heard, you can't take the Wii U controller anywhere. I mean, if you want to use it, you're going to have to be right in front of the system in order to use it. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a tablet controller, of what the tablet is popular for. Tablets are popular because they're portable. The Wii U controller, from what I've heard, is not portable. You have to be right in front of the console in order to use it. And to top it off, even if it is true, let's say if it is true that you could take it around with you and play it, if that's the case, then what's the point of having a 3DS? I mean, let's be real here, man. If I had a choice between playing a Wii U game on my tablet controller, regardless of whether it's stronger or weaker than the 360, doesn't matter. If I have the option of playing games on the Wii U tablet while I'm on the road, or to pick a shitty handheld like the 3DS, I'm going to take the tablet time in and time out. I'm going to take that all day, every day over the 3DS. If you could use the tablet controller anywhere, which I don't think you can. I don't think you can. But I mean, my overall point of the video is that I don't understand what Nintendo's doing right now. Like I don't understand what is the appeal of the device, or at least for me. Now again, I'm not saying that I'm not gonna hate on the Wii U like some of the other people that I'm subscribed to are doing. You know what I mean? They're saying that the Wii U sucks and all that. I'm not doing any of that. I see potential. I see some potential within the device. I really do. I'm telling you guys, I really do see the potential with the system, with the device. But if I also see the pitfalls and the challenges that the system's going to have, because ladies and gentlemen, let's face it, it's not going to have the same impact as motion controls. As what motion control did in the beginning. It's not, because excuse me. Like, again, if you have, with motion controls, it was a brand new concept. Obviously, you had motion controls in gaming before with the iToy and some other stuff, but there was never a system dedicated to motion controls. And plus, add to the fact that it was cheaper, and it really generated a lot of attention with the casual audience. That's why it sold so well. But the tablet controller is not going to have that same impact, because what makes the tablet popular is that you can take it anywhere that you want. You can take it anywhere that you want. So if you see someone who says, "Oh well, I want the Wii U," and they ask, "Oh, can I take the tablet anywhere?" They're either going to say, "No, you can't," or they're going to say, "Well, you can, but you can, but then can I?" And they're like, "Well, can I? Let me just have the tablet." No, you need the console in order to have the tablet. And they're gonna be like, "What? That makes no sense, because I just want the tablet. You told me I have to buy the hardware in order to use the tablet to take it anywhere." You know what I'm saying? It won't generate the same buzz that the motion controls for the Wii did. It's not going to do that. At least I don't think it will. I mean, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. But I don't see it. I really don't. So, I mean, I guess that's really all I have to say. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably try to do some more videos, and I'm gonna try to do a Soul Calibur 5 review, so you know, cause yeah, I haven't really gotten around to it. Cause I've been playing a lot of FIFA and MLB 12, so yeah, I gotta get off that and start playing Soul Calibur, and then I'll review it, and then you know, that's about it. So I got a busy day, so I'm gonna try to get some sleep. So anyway, this is Who You 186. I'm out.